Hello there, Morons. It's Victor. Give me a break, man, with a failed laundry vlog. I was gonna do I got a whole list of stuff I want to talk to you guys about, but I had to erase my my computer. You know, computers are supposed to save us time. They're just big time suckers, man. Jesus Christ. The only thing they're good for is like getting the pornography quickly. I mean, you know. I guess you could open up a magazine, but I guess a magazine's faster. Okay. Okay. See, they fail. Computers suck. Okay, so, but I am going to answer a few questions. I wanted to walk around Sakai on the way home tonight, and I will ultimately give you satisfaction. I will satisfy you, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to see me pleasure myself? At least I asked permission first. Just kidding. I do want to talk about sexual harassment and all that stuff. We'll get to that. But initially, my intention now with this video is simply to walk to the station the long way. And as I do, you know what? I'll turn this camera around so when people are around, and I'll give you guys a better view of the city. You know, it's not that interesting. There it is. See, crossing the street. There's a TV tower over there. Anyway, Christmas lights over here. But I will answer some questions. I did ask there's something on YouTube called the community tab, which gives you an option to interact with you guys a little bit better. I like that. By the way, I have everyone unblocked except for 2 people now. So I had blocked someone yesterday for being a dick. Why are people dicks? Why do you have to be a dick? You know, I'm making videos for you, and you got to be a dick. And there's one person every time I upload a video who thumbs down 4 times. Which is, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame because I know you're frustrated and that's the only impotent thing you can do. But you know, the thumbs down actually help. Any interaction helps. So as much as it makes you happy to thumb me down, you're actually helping me. Interaction helps. YouTube is saying, hey, somebody really is interested in Victor's videos. So I wish I could give you more satisfaction. I wish you could really do something. But I guess the most you can do, your little impotent little child, is just thumb me down. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see what's happening here as I continue talking to you. Okay, so one of the questions I got from Glaucoma, no, what's his name? Yeah, Glaucoma. His name is actually Glaucoma. He says, could you please talk about that ridiculous outfit you were wearing the other day? Yes, I wore a ridiculous outfit on purpose because I was afraid of getting hit by cars on a country road. So I wore as much red as I could because my jacket was brown. So yes, I am aware that I look like a complete clown, but I'd rather, you know, be a standout. I didn't have anything brighter. I could wear neon green, but I like wearing the neon green inside in case I want to do green screen. So I don't want to get that dirty. Anyway, how about the drugs being used out there in Japan? Is there like a painkiller opiate epidemic problem? No, I don't believe there is an opiate epidemic problem in Japan at all. Though, I'm not sure. I don't think there is though. What's the big problem? We do have kakuseizai, which is a kind of speed. I don't know if you guys know this, but Japanese scientists, evil scientists, they actually, oh hello ladies, they actually created speed for the kamikaze pilots to enable them to stay awake during their long flights to American ships, you know? So they could kill themselves by blowing themselves up on ships. So although there are drugs here, they are very difficult to get. The penalties are very stiff. There's no distinguish or differentiation here in Japan between marijuana and kakuseizai, which is basically methamphetamines, right? And any other drugs. And if you ever come over here, I would not, well, you know, it really depends on the company, but I would not mention that you are into marijuana. I would definitely not mention that. If you're a pothead or pot smoker, or you enjoy occasional toke, I'm all for, you know, rights. I think, I'm not against it. I think it's kind of stupid, silly, waste of time. If you let it control your life, which I've seen a lot of people, heard a lot of people, so. I'm for your right to be a fool, but I don't think there's anything much good comes from smoking pot. Please go crazy in the comments. I know a lot of people go, oh my god, you don't understand, you're so ignorant. Okay, well, go for it. Anyway, you're not going to change my mind. I heard cocaine is pretty big out here. No, I don't think so. Here's another, that's a question I'm answering. Another question here is, you're a teacher. What kind of things have you or heard of being confiscated from youth in Japan? Nothing. I've never heard of anything interesting being confiscated from youth in Japan. Maybe a cell phone. Oh, you're using a cell phone in the classroom. You're a bad person. That's about it. Yeah, no, well, you know, but I've only taught at, first of all, I have my own school, so I don't really teach those kind of kids. And there are laws in Japan that are general laws that pretty much stop people from doing a lot of stuff. For example, you cannot carry a blade, a knife that is over 5 centimeters long. So that pretty much cuts out a lot. Getting guns is pretty tough to do. Very difficult to get guns in Japan. There's another problem there. Drugs are pretty difficult to get. What's going on over here? We're going to walk over here and see what's happening over here. That's Holly. Anyway, that's one question. Next question, the seemingly end of the jvlog community. I will admit, I'll be the first to admit that I, as a result of my, what's everybody waiting for? I don't know. So that apparently is not a television. That's a special monitor to show very famous people or commercials, and they're going to show some television thing tonight. So everyone's gathered to see the first to see the commercial. Okay, anyway, who knows? I don't know. This guy in the red vest is looking for smokers. They took my job away, man. That's my job. Okay, so the jvlogging community is, I don't know what's happening with it, guys. I'm really too busy. I'm too busy and I'm too lazy. I'll be the first to admit. I wish I could spend more time. I do like everyone. Well, that's not true. I do like most of the people. I don't like people who are like dicks or don't like me for no reason. Like a certain Canadian lady. One likes me for dislikes me for a good reason. Another one dislikes me for no good reason. But she's kind of an idiot. Well, they're both kind of idiots actually, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But the jvlogging community is something I wish I could spend more time on it. I think to be honest, they don't really help each other very much. I've tried to be helpful. I've very rarely received any love in return. It's a bit disappointing. I don't know why. I don't know what to tell you about that. You know, I got 2 kids. It's hard for me to find time to spend time on the jvlogging community. I wish there was something we can do, but you know, it's got to be natural. If people are not interested, you know, I'm still going to watch other people occasionally, and I'll do my best to promote someone else's video. I like to see other people grow, but there's nothing much I can do about that. Next question. Are all kinds of jobs doable in Japan with a proper degree? Let's say if you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, assuming your Japanese level is N1 level. You know, this is one of the dumbest questions I ever get. Yeah, you know, well, yes and no. Okay, look, you can't be a cop because you have to be a Japanese citizen to be a cop. You can work with the police, I suppose, as a translator maybe, but you can't be a cop. You could be a lawyer or a doctor, but it's incredibly difficult to get that kind of job in the first place, no matter what country you're in. Imagine, but it can be done, you know, but it's incredibly difficult. I think there's like one doctor I've heard of who's a foreigner who got his degree here, but generally speaking, it's impossible. And becoming a lawyer in Japan is even harder than becoming a lawyer in the States. And I guess it's not that hard in the States. 33% of my viewers are American, so I'm going to assume that you're American. Good chance you're American. You know, unless getting your Japanese to that level is extremely difficult. You have to really immerse yourself in it and study your ass off. Okay. Let's see. Did you ever get around to snagging a good bottle of whiskey? Says Odie Junior. No, I didn't. I haven't. I will. I'm still like avoiding being a drunk. So doing my best not to be a drunk. So. What are your feelings about all the sexual allegations coming out of the US? I have a laundry video coming out on that topic very soon. Watch out for it. It'll be tomorrow or tonight, later, after this one. Changes over the years in Japan. When I first came to Japan, you could pee in the street. You could have dates with underage girls. You could smoke on subways, and now it's really different. You can't smoke on subways anymore. Yep. Everything else, yeah, is okay. That's a joke. All right. That's a hard question. I have to really go into that. I have to make a special video on that. Let's see. What do you think about Tokyo? This is from, I forgot who. What do you think about Tokyo changing their signs to more appropriate ones for the Olympics, and the decision to add more foreign languages to signs? For example, the symbol that many people interpret as a Nazi symbol is being changed all over Japan. And I think that's a good idea because it will save confusion. Though, well, no, actually, I don't think it's a great idea, but you know, if it just, well, okay. Besides that, yeah, I think it's fine. They should keep the Nazi symbol because it's not a Nazi symbol. Sorry, I was distracted by legs. It's not a Nazi symbol, but everything else, you know, putting more English out there. You know, to be honest, you don't really have to change Japan much. There are not many changes necessary. Japan, tourism in Japan is amazing. I think it's like 20 million a year, no, 5 million? It's an amazing number. It's millions of people a year. It's at least 5, maybe 20 million a year now. So it's not like it's that, you know, they're that foreign, foreigners are that foreign here anymore. They're everywhere, so it's not that big a deal. The only controversial thing I would say is that there is a symbol that comes from India that is used in temples that is very similar to the Nazi symbol, but it's not the Nazi symbol. But it's often interpreted by foreigners as the Nazi symbol, including myself in the beginning. I said, oh my God, that's a Nazi symbol, but it's not. That's the only thing that controversial has been changed. I would argue that it should not be changed because people should be educated, foreigners should be educated. But there are going to be some idiots who come over here and think it's a Nazi symbol and maybe get violent. So I can understand why they may want to change that. Okay, let's see. I go to a university in Tokyo and often get stopped by the police on the way to school who think I stole my bike. Do you think the police in Japan are racist? Maybe in Tokyo. You know, I hear it happens a lot in Tokyo. A friend of mine, Zeppelin, it's happened to him like a dozen times. It's never happened to me. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm more dangerous looking than most white people, you know, what can I tell you? I guess maybe they are, or maybe you look like someone who causes trouble. I don't know what you look like. Do you have purple hair? Do you have blue hair? Do you have a mohawk? That might be one reason. Do you dress badly? Do you wear a fedora? I mean, I don't know. Hey Cross, who I've met here in Japan, she came to visit. Really nice woman. Have you ever seen any changes? Oh, congratulations on becoming a nurse, by the way. Have you seen any changes made in renovations or new construction for the upcoming Olympics? Well, they renovated this whole advertising area here on the subway. And I think it's maybe because of that, but I'm not sure. Not really though. In Nagoya, no. I'm 2 hours away, so not really. And Tokyo, I'm sure they're doing stuff. I'm sure they're building stadiums and stuff, but I don't really know much about it. Grim Low says that the J-vlogging community doing well. Most of the ones I watch have seriously slowed down or died. A lot of people have stopped J-vlogging. I've noticed that. I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm not going to stop. I'll talk more about that in the future, but there's not really much to say about that. Let's see. There's one other question. How have you managed to survive in Japan for so long? It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. You just live here. It's just a place. That's all I got for now. I will be back soon with another jvlog laundry video soon. I'm going to turn this off now, okay? But yeah, new video coming soon. Bye.